Barkov returns. He will square off with Austin Matthews to begin tonight's game. Our lineups brought to you by Taco Bell. And you will see them appear across your screen as the Panthers go to work early. A steal by Barkov right off the jump. Sets up Reinhart. That shot gobbled up by Wall. So right back where they picking up where they left off, Barkov. And he certainly, as you said, has a confidence in his group. More about how they're playing than the results right now. That would have to be the case. They are 0-4-1 in their last 5 as that drive hits bodies in front, went off Puljujarvi.
Right now is the first time they're going to be in a settled court check. Robertson
drops. Bird carries through center. He heads to the net. Bobrovsky, an easy stick save, his first test of the night. So that's a depth player that could factor in for Toronto. Takeaway by Myers. There's the outlet. Through center, it's Domi across the line. Domi gives it back to Myers on the backhand. Out in front, tipped towards the net. Bobrovsky was there. Brandon Carlo, the old Bruin, up against Brad Marchand tonight. A couple of old Bruins doing battle tonight. Morgan Riley gets a return. Riley on net. Save Bobrovsky. And Eetu Luostarinen clears the puck. And that allows the Panthers a change. Hammered around by Riley.
You can see Riley jumping in the play. They're making a nice play. He's been down a little bit, his numbers this year, but they're hoping with the addition of Brandon Carlo, who you just mentioned, who's such a staunch stay-at-home defenseman, that maybe it will free him up a little bit.
On net. Pad save made by Bobrovsky on Knives.
He was injured. He said when you're an injured player, you're not with the team at all. You're on a different schedule. You're rehabbing while they're skating and vice versa. And he said, so when you're with a new team, you feel completely disjointed.
Forsling rips a wrister past Wall to give Florida the early lead. That looked unscreened. And Gustav Forsling returns to the lineup after the rest day. And the Panthers are on top.
I guess they're not important until they are. Clean win, and then just a quick shot. Doesn't blast it, but watch. You got Gustav Forsling there, but watch the way that the Panthers go to the front of the net. And you've got Toronto trying to box them up, but you've got the 2 red shirts trying to make their way. And that movement coming across, this is going to be a great angle because then you've got...
Couldn't get it past Forsling. Schmidt steps up. Schmidt carries to the red line. He brings it across the Toronto line. Throws one off the pad of Wall. And now it's Balinskis across to Megna. Lundell scans the ice. Lundell tapped out in front. Kick save made by Wall off the redirect. Luostarinen. A takeaway by McMahon. Floats one left. Riley to Willie Nylander. Back to Riley in the high slot. Shot. Backdoor cut from Matthews, and he just missed. Or rather, McMahon. Reinhart spins it around. Verhaeghe at the half wall. Leaves for Barkov. Skates the stick. Out in front. It's loose in the crease. Available for a moment until it was knocked out of harm's way by Tanev. Free in the slot. And there is Samoskevich to skate it down. Hands it right. Goes to the net. That shot off the blocker of Wall. Pontus Holmberg settles it down. Not officially a shot on net because it's 8 minutes and counting since the last shot on goal for the Leafs. Here's Schmidt, long wrister, wide, off the end board, cut out in front by Nosek, and he almost tucked it behind Wall. The territorial advantage continues here, AJ, for Florida.
Heavy for Florida.
Marchand centers, Lundell off the blocker of Wall. First to the puck, Rodriguez.
Another example of that. Get the puck deep and go after it. Turn the Toronto defenseman around.
Puljujarvi on net, gobbled up by Wall. He's got it back. Marchand with some room. Centering pass into the skates of Lundell. Couldn't tee it up. It's on net. And that was kicked out by Wall. A good hit by Marchand. Frees the puck up for a Forsling shot that's trapped by Wall.
And they need some help from Montreal, losing a game here and there. Montreal's been hot.
Gets a return for Barkov. Another save made with the blocker by Wall. Ekman Larsson.
Paul Maurice has to love his decision right now, resting some of his big guns in their most recent game in Detroit because they look fresh. They do look faster.
Domi with a drop. There's a wrist shot. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Tested for the first time.
Nothing, but what a great period. The Panthers had 5:45 of offensive zone time. To compare that to the Leafs, only 2:44. So that is a dominant period.
He beat Bobrovsky low to the stick side and caught the iron.
Oh, but a goalie will tell you that means he was well positioned. He didn't beat him.
Lundell off the shoulder of Wall. It pops up in the air. And Tavares settles it down. The outlet pass, Carlo. Lost by Nylander. Swept ahead by Tavares. Pulls to the forehand. Shoots. Scores! No doubt about that one. John Tavares, his 37th. And we're tied at 1.
And watch what he does. He understands how much space he has. He catches Nate Schmidt, who's gotten back a little bit. So Nate Schmidt's a little out of position. He's flat-footed, and he can't.
The 10th goal for John Tavares in his last 10 games. He's up to 15 points total in his last 10 games. And here he is on the forecheck. Playing one to Riley with a drive. Eaten by Bobrovsky. And a return. Jones across to Barkov. Barkov walks it in. Holds at the half wall now. Fires one into traffic in front, hoping for the deflection of Marchand. And a blocker save made by Wall. Kept onside by Jones. Reinhart down to the goal line. Tucked in front by Verhaeghe. Another try with Samoskevich. Trying to stuff one home was Marchand.
Right, obviously you want to score, and especially as you get closer and closer to the playoffs, special teams become important, but
Forsling a drive. Ekman Larson out of the box. We are back at 5 aside.
But I think
continued pressure for the Panthers, but the power play has been killed.
Yeah, and Paul Mauricio is going to like that. I think they generated some chances.
Forsling again, and a save by Wall, and he covers up on the edge of the crease. Lundell that time getting to the point where he might be able to return.
Yeah, he was out full skate. Max Pacioretty.
Forsling a shot that time. It is gathered in by Wall.
Interesting. We're talking about his confidence too. He comes on the ice there and shakes off the pass coming up. He used his stick to direct the pass up to Marner. When you're playing with Matthews and Marner, that's some pretty good confidence.
Nice drag the skate to stay onside. Matthews centers. Nylander across. Bobrovsky moves left to make the save. Took the second away from Tavares.
Yeah, it's a great seam pass all the way across, and you know, it looked like it was a perfect play right where he could one-time it, but he took it, settled it, and then gave up Bobrovsky just that split-second time to get all the way across. Great anticipation by Bobrovsky.
Morgan Riley spins one back. Mac Domi. One touch given away. Short-handed opportunity the other way. Moving in Verhaeghe. Shoot. Save. Wall. The rebound. And he stops Lundell. Play for Toronto.
Yeah, good look here by Brad Marchand. Good anticipation. Good speed. And the only thing he's missing is a finish for his first goal as a Florida Panther. The way that he's been playing, what he's been able to create, he's on the power play in front of the net. He's been playing on his best chances came on the penalty kill. One thing Paul Maurice said, he's trying to manage his minutes. He said you get more tired. He's coming off an injury. But also
Luostarinen pokes one on net, score! Off the end boards, the puck hops in front. It found the stick of Luostarinen, and he was able to squeeze it past Wall to give the Panthers a 2-1 lead.
Coming through here. This is a great look because that puck off the back wall, one of the toughest things for goaltenders to try to look over their shoulder, puck coming from behind the net, and he's trying to hug that near post, Joseph Wall, and make sure it doesn't sneak in there, and instead Luostarinen's able to get the tip of his stick. Here he is, just elevated a little bit, bouncing puck, and he tucks in.
Nice tied up by Megna. Jones leaves it behind the net. Takeaway in front. Save Bobrovsky on Matthews. And another on Nyes.
Well, I don't know if he ever went to sleep, but if he was asleep, how about that? You look up and you see number 34 right in front of you. And then
possible 3-on-2 across the line. Barkov on net. Stick save Wall. Loose in the slot. It's Marchand. Snaps one on net. A save made by Wall. A good look for Brad Marchand.
Marchand staying with the process here, grabs it, and he takes a really good shot that Joseph Wall has to fight off a little bit. Good glove save, but Marchand really hungry. Just that 1 point through 6.
Marner floats a pass to nowhere. Marchand overskates it. And it's out to the neutral zone. Taken back.
In the third period.
Loose center circle. Barkov has it. Took it away from Matthews. Barkov off to Marchand. Save made. Again playing net as Marner. Another shot. This one is in. How many saves can you expect Mitch Marner to make? The empty net goal.
He just can't buy a goal right now wearing the Cats uni. He comes in here and he's taking his time trying to. He might have had a better chance if Bob was still in net.
So you've got the Lightning within 2, the Panthers within 4. And it also creates some daylight between those two and a hard-charging Ottawa team. Balinskis takes a big hit from Yarncroke. Greer squares off